Disclaimer. All topics in this video are alleged and allegedly, and they are strictly for entertainment purposes only.
Y'all interviews gotta be on point because Jay know what he's doing.
Jay Evans, I do watch you. When you were doing your post about me, great job. Yeah, great job. I love you.
Ooh, Latrice.
Wait a minute, you did your research, honey. I love it. If I need any information on myself, I need to come ask you, Jay Evans.
Jay Evans, you know exactly what to say. Yes.
Hey, it's me, Jay Evans, and I have to say, this season's reunion was my least favorite in Belle Collective history. Things didn't flow together, the editing was bad, and the whole balance of the reunion was off. Why? One answer. This clown right here, Carlos Carlicia Carolyn Clown on King, didn't even get to the bottom of this right here.
Hey, hold on, man. That shit don't get it. Hold on. I gotta get down. Footprint. Where my shit at?
What's up?
Full day like this. You're looking at the stars.
No, your eyes aren't deceiving you. Yes, that is Willie Colon. And wait a minute, come on in. That's Glen Pearson. But guess who's not around? Cliff Rogers. Now, this was a moment when no cameras were around. And this video and these images are starting to circulate. And people want to know, was Glen manipulated by Cliff? Because at this point, I think Willie thought, okay, me and Glen are becoming cordial. You know, we're bonding. Maybe we can form a friendship, or maybe we can just be cool with each other since we're filming for the show. But on the reunion, I think that's why Willie was kind of taken back. And then Tisha was like, no, you know, they don't fool with each other. They don't even have each other number. So listen, y'all, a lot of people are calling out a lot of things that were done at this reunion, things that were not touched on right. Quadruple C, Carlos, Carlicia, Carolyn Clown on King dropped the ball. But guess who's going to pick it up and bring it on home to the team, baby? Jay Evans. So we going to get into this whole thing about Willie, Glen, and Cliff. We're going to get into Phone Gate with Latrice and Aikisha. Then we're even going to talk about the issue that's going on with Gucci, Selena, and JJ. There's a fourth person that's actually the root cause of them, and I'm gonna tell y'all who the hell it is that's flying over everybody's head. Is right in front of y'all, and y'all can't see who the real villain is. It's not even those three, it's the fourth person. Child. Child. I definitely think the next reunion should be hosted by Mel. She does PR right here in Jackson. She knows a lot of the Belle. She's been on the show. I like her energy and I like what she gives. I think she can definitely ask the questions and get the answers that we as the viewers want. The highlight of the reunion for me was Marie and Latrice hugging it out. I didn't like the rest of the reunion. I thought it was too toxic. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Did I say I didn't like it? Because this was the only thing I liked. And I have to give my condolences to Latrice on the loss of her nephew. But we got to get into this and chop it up like onions and green peppers for your Easter dress. Latrice, people have questions, and some of the top things that I was sent that people want to know is why, if this incident happened at Taste May the 22nd, why did you wait to text June 10th about the phone? People are also calling out, why wasn't a police report filed? People typically have insurance on their phone. They do a claim, submit the police report, have a new phone. People also are saying if he has a lock code or password set on the phone, you wouldn't be able to get into it. Another thing, the biggest one, is people are saying, well, we have iClouds on iPhones. There it is. You can just get everything from iClouds. Then, y'all, the text messages fell into my lap. They are circulating. Let's take a look at this. Now, allegedly, these are text messages that Latrice sent to Aikisha. Some of it, y'all, was too much for me. And if it's too much for me to read, y'all know it's a lot. Now, this is a portion where allegedly Latrice said this in a message to Aikisha. You and your husband came to my on BS. You should have stayed home. Who would have missed you? You have zero substance. Beep. You should actually be a friend of a friend of a friend on the show. You're boring and fake as boop. You came on the show with no identity, choosing sides and pledging alliances to mother whoop like a cliquish ass young ooh beep. Act your mother age just like them wrinkles in your saggy face does. I will reiterate to you and all your hood rat, Tu Wong Fu looking ass family. Whoa, y'all, that is a lot. I'm gonna take it to this part right here. Then Willie, your husband, the one that's eating uncooked meat, started with my husband at our establishment, the one that we own all by ourselves. You mother bragging about a business that has 20 million partners. Girl, of course you're mad at us. Had you done more than try to secure his big show looking with babies and invested his money better, you both be further ahead. He found the audacity to tell a grown man his whoop in our bar with a room full of customers, tactless like a mother whoop. He can squeeze his humongous right on out the closet behind that one. We all know what he really prefers anyway. White women and males, allegedly, right? Y'all, that was a lot, and that is some of the nicer parts of it. Baby, it was too much for me. Listen, this was posted in the Belle Collective Savage group on Facebook. If you're not in that group, run over there and join. Shout out to Nisi. She has the biggest Belle Collective group on Facebook. Thank me later, baby, because when I say they post in there and tear it down to the ground, oh yes. Now this was posted and said, so what y'all think about the phone situation with Latrice and Aikisha? Now I'll read this comment, and some of it I'm not going to say, but y'all can see it on the screen. This person said, I believe the cousin of Aikisha may have had the phone, realized the phone belonged to the ops, and tossed the phone. If Aikisha did ever have the phone after receiving that text from Latrice being called the B word, being threatened and cussed out, Latrice wouldn't get boop from me after that. You can't get sugar from boop. Latrice couldn't even play nice, knowing she wanted something important from my ops. And why did Latrice wait so long to track his phone? Why didn't the cousin track his own phone? And it says some other stuff that I'm not even going to get into further down. But yes, that was the reaction from people wondering, like, was this a play for a new story? A lot of people are sympathetic that he did pass, but the whole thing about Tisha and Latrice coming back together after that stuff at the reunion between them and this, people are calling it out, y'all. Now, let's get into the whole Gucci, Selena, and JJ debacle. The whole issue with them is this clown, Carlos Carlicia, Carolyn Clown King, because what he did on that stage is what he did during the whole reunion. When somebody's talking and he doesn't like what they're saying or where they're going, he interrupts them, y'all, and starts spinning a narrative. And when Gucci was on that stage, he relentlessly came at her about JJ. But it's really funny, when JJ got on the stage with the other men, he didn't bring up any of those issues or concerns. Now, if y'all think about this, and let me show this. Y'all remember this picture that was shown on an episode of Belle Collective a long time ago. Now, this is Gucci in the middle with their girls, and this shows that Gucci and JJ have been together a long time. Now, I'm going to take it to this that I posted in a previous video. That's Selena and that's Gucci dancing. They were around each other. So the narrative is being spun that JJ doesn't want Selena around Gucci. Y'all, clearly they might not have been best friends, but they were around each other. People have said they've been around each other. So why is JJ, according to Carlos, trying to stop Gucci from talking to Selena when they never... Before the fight incident, they never had a reason not to be around each other. Now, people say protect black women. I think that is what JJ's doing. He's protecting his wife because of the altercation. But anytime before this, they were around each other, y'all. So how is he trying to stop them from being around each other? Carlos is spinning narratives that does not make sense. And let's be clear, a lot of people have an ex-wife and a current wife. They might not be the best of friends, but these women have been around each other for years. So now, because Carlos King is saying that, oh, well, JJ's trying to stop her from being around her. No, the issue is the fight that was shown on TV that Carlos did not have to show. And really, Carlos was trying to cash in on Selena because he was not familiar with her. Once he saw the response on social media and saw people commenting, then he decided to bring Selena in on the show. And when Gucci said that she was kind of blindsided and she didn't think he would bring her on there, when they did that live together and he cut Gucci off and started talking over her, spinning another narrative, and he was telling her, no, Gucci, you knew that, and he went on and changed the subject. That's what he does, y'all, because it's strange to me when he interviewed Drea Kelly, and I love Drea. She got on there and told her story. He had so much compassion and sympathy for Drea, as he should, but why didn't he apply that same compassion and empathy to Gucci and let her be heard without interrupting her and spinning a narrative? Because that's what he does. Like, he spent this narrative about JJ, but he didn't address JJ when he got on the stage. I feel like Carlos is the blame for this family. And to me, Gucci stepping away from the show is a good thing because he made people not like Gucci. When this Selena thing came on, and it's not Selena's fault, but it's Carlos' fault because it's what you choose to show, and you choose to spin narratives. Instead of bringing Selena on and showing them healing, he chose to mess up the no contact order. Production works with Carlos, and of course production is gonna be messy. So y'all, this is what we get shown: a family that does not have a resolution, and that is not Gucci's fault, that is not Selena's fault, that is not JJ's fault. But people take it and turn it into a whole, well, Gucci versus Selena, Gucci's wrong, Selena's wrong. No, we're wrong as viewers for putting a family in breakdown, and the person that is the mastermind behind it is Carlos King, because he didn't give us a resolve, because he doesn't want to resolve. He wanted to bring the mess, and he thought people was going to love the mess, and it backfired because now the ratings are down. These are the ratings from season 2 when the show came back and Gucci and Aikisha joined the cast. The ratings went to an all-time high. So far, these ratings have not been duplicated. And these were some of the ratings for this current season. For the ones that didn't even reach over 100,000, those ratings weren't even put out. And it is some missing, y'all. We do know that Gucci and Aikisha are not coming back. So will Marie, Lateshia, Selena, Latrice, and Tambra Cherie, the Midday Diva, all return? Will we have new bells added, or if all of these bells that are left return, will they carry the show? And baby, y'all still got questions about Lateshia and the Enterprise and the new Pearson and Pearson logistics. Let's get into this. Now, this is floating around and it's out there that the Enterprise has been dissolved, allegedly. Now, listen, I don't make the entertainment news. I just come in and report and give y'all what y'all want, baby. The juice in the dirt. Because y'all not about to pull my teacup and my tea card if I don't deliver. But y'all see it for yourself rolling on the screen, baby. Yes, there it is. Now, Black Twitter will investigate you, baby. And people are calling foul. They say the reunion was shot in August, but the date on here for Pearson and Pearson Logistics is September 30th. 2024. People are calling this out. They say that some things are made up. Look, I don't know, baby. I don't know. The only thing I know is the Adidas on my feet are mine, okay? So this was tweeted about Lateshia. She said, Pearson and Pearson Logistics. So I Googled, and the only thing I could find was this screenshot. I don't know anything about the trucking biz, but how does September 30th, 2024 equal to 1 year, 8 months, 26 days? No website for either business. There's also another tweet by J. Lee's Corner. Shout out to her. She does review Belle Collective and other shows, and said, if you Google Lateshia Pearson Enterprise, you will only get her IG page. I can't trust anyone who can't explain what their business is, and there is no paper trail of their business. Trademarking your name is fine, but ma'am, what do you do? And then she put the screenshot of Google. Baby, I can't with these people, baby. Listen, if y'all don't do nothing, y'all gonna investigate. And if y'all don't do nothing else, baby, y'all gonna send me the juice in the dirt and then have my ass up here asking the questions that the people want to know. And I'm here for it. And another thing people want to know, where is Jacolby McGee at and what does he think about it? Now, a couple of people have said, Jay Evans, you need to find Jacolby because that's where the truth lies. Now, for those that don't know, Jacolby is the one that pitched the idea, and Lateshia came in and helped him pitch the idea to Carlos, Carlicia, Carolyn, Clown, King. And Carlos said something to the effect of like, if she wasn't there and help him pitch the idea, he wouldn't have done the show. But people are questioning, Jacolby is listed as a producer. Y'all see his name right here. People want to know, what does Jacolby think about the show? Why is he quiet? Why are people telling me to look for you, Jacolby? So this is what I'm going to do, because when I say this, it happens. Somebody showed Jacolby this video. Jacolby, the people want to know, what do you think about Belle Collective? Did you just, pitch the show and that was it, and Carlos took it over and is turning into this? Or how do you feel about the show? This was your baby. This was your brainchild. You birthed it. You brought it to life. And Carlos is taking it and doing what he's doing with it. Now, I love Belle Collective. I did not like this reunion. I do not like where it is headed to, because it is becoming dark and it's really becoming Love and Marriage Huntsville Part 2. Because when you look at Love and Marriage Huntsville, what the show was supposed to be and what it became very dark. It became very toxic, and it became what Carlos King gives. He has this reputation, y'all, of fooling people, of tricking people on his shows, and then it turns into something else. Mel has voiced her concerns about him. They said she even blocked and deleted him. Monique Samuels talked about he fooled her and said, hey, let's do a show telling her about, how the white people do you, and let's do a show. And then she said, y'all heard it for yourself, he did me worse than the white people did. And she's referring to when she was on Bravo. Winter has spoken out about Carlos King. Then the whole thing with Aikisha speaking out about the intro that she didn't like. Then when Gucci was on the live and she was voicing her concerns and he cut her off. Then the whole thing with the fight, and now all these people, y'all, are not going to be speaking up, and they're not going to be wrong. We live in a world now where you cannot do people wrong and not have it come to the light, because we have social media. We have people taking a stand. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. But I will watch and see what the show will become. Hopefully he will pay attention to the ratings and the response from people and put it into a more positive light, because what I want to see, and I've been saying, is B and B. Belle's in business. Put the husbands to the background because they're making it toxic too, and show the Belle's doing business and handling things as professional business women. So y'all, that's just what it is.